Hey, I'm Zoe, and welcome back. We're going to create a sacred space today. I want you to take a very deep breath with me. Inhale and then exhale. Let those shoulders drop. Let the noise of the day fall away just for a few minutes, okay? Because we're going to talk about something very intimate and yet really absolutely essential to how you navigate your life and your career. We're going to talk about the voice inside of you. I hear from so many women who feel entirely lost. They're like, Zoe, I don't know what I want anymore. I don't know what the right decision is for my business or my family. I feel completely disconnected from my intuition. It's like it just disappeared. They look at other women who seem to move through life with this deep, unwavering inner knowing. You know, those women who make decisive career moves or personal choices with this absolute clarity. And then they wonder, okay, what's wrong with me, right? They wonder why their inner compass is broken. Listen, girl, I need you to hear me very clearly right now. Your intuition is not broken. It did not disappear. It has not abandoned you. You're not disconnected from your intuition. You're distracted. We live in a world that's designed, quite literally engineered, to keep you outside of yourself. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, your attention is being harvested. Think about your morning and don't lie because I'm going to know. What's the very first thing that you do? Before your feet even touch the floor, before you've taken a conscious breath, you reach for your phone. You open the app or you're checking work email, and then instantly you're flooded with the thoughts, opinions, crises, and the demands of hundreds of other people. You're constantly consuming. You're consuming business podcasts while you get ready. You're consuming industry news on your commute. You're consuming social media while you eat lunch. You're consuming television until you fall asleep. So your mind is constantly digesting external information. And because you're always consuming, guess what? You're never sitting still. Intuition is not a loud, booming voice. It doesn't shout over the noise of a crowded room or a frantic schedule. Intuition is a whisper. It's a subtle physical sensation. It's a quiet, steady knowing that arises only in the spaces between the noise. So if you never allow for silence, if you never create space, how can you possibly expect to hear that whisper? When you say you have lost your intuition, what you're really saying is that the volume of the external world, it has been turned up so high that it's drowned out your internal world. You've become so attuned to the frequencies of everyone else's expectations, your boss, your clients, your family, society, that you've lost the signal to your own soul. So to reclaim your intuition, you don't need to go find it. You just simply need to clear the static. You got to stop abandoning yourself. Okay. And so this is where we introduce the pillar of the priestess. Now, when I use the word priestess, I'm not talking about a religious title. Okay. I'm talking about an energy. I'm talking about that part of you that's deeply connected to your own inner wisdom. The priestess is the woman who tends to her internal fire. She's the keeper of her own sanctuary. A woman who embodies the priestess energy, she doesn't look outside of herself for the answers. Because she knows that the truest guidance she will ever receive, whether she's navigating a complex corporate merger or a deeply personal life transition, that it comes from within. But she also knows that to access that guidance, she got to cultivate a relationship with herself. And you cultivate that relationship through rituals. Right now, you likely have routines, but you don't have rituals. A routine is something that you do to get through the day. Checking your inbox, making coffee, driving to work. That's a routine, right? And it's done on autopilot. But a ritual is a routine elevated by intention. A ritual is an act of deep presence. So when a priestess makes her tea, she doesn't just throw a bag in the hot water while scrolling on her phone. She boils the water. She watches the steam rise. She feels the warmth of the mug in her hand. And she just takes a moment to breathe in the scent, right? She uses that simple act to anchor herself entirely in the present moment. Now, if you want to reconnect with your intuition, then you must begin to build those type of rituals into your life. You got to create pockets of sacred silence where your soul is allowed to speak, where your spirit can actually say to you the things that you need to hear. Don't overwhelm yourself, start small, okay? I challenge you to spend the first 20 minutes of your day completely unplugged. Don't look at your phone, don't check email, don't let the world in until you've checked in with yourself. Sit with your coffee or your tea in complete silence. And then notice the quality of your thoughts. Notice how your body feels, because that's going to be a true indicator for you. Are you holding tension in your jaw? Is your chest tight? Your body is the vessel of your intuition. It's going to tell you the truth long before your mind even figures it out, okay? If you feel a knot in your stomach when you think about a certain project or a certain commitment, that's your intuition speaking. But you got to be quiet enough to feel it. Now, another powerful practice of the priestess is spending time in nature. We are organic beings, okay? And when we spend all of our time in artificial lighting, staring at artificial screens, we become untethered from our natural rhythms. So I want you to go outside. Yes, girl, outside. Put your bare feet on the earth. Look at the sky. Remind yourself that you're a part of something that is so vast and so grand. Nature, if you notice, doesn't rush, and yet everything is still accomplished. When you sync your nervous system with the rhythm of the natural world, your intuition is going to naturally come back online, I promise. But you must also learn to aggressively protect your energy, okay? The priestess knows that her energy is her most valuable currency. She doesn't just allow anyone into her inner sanctum. Please look at the media that you consume. Look at the people that you spend your time with. Are they nourishing you or are they draining you? Are they bringing you closer to your center or are they pulling you away from it? You gotta be ruthless about clearing out the energetic clutter. That's it. Unfollow those accounts that make you feel anxious. Step back from relationships or professional obligations that require you to shrink. And when you clear the clutter, you create a vacuum. And in that vacuum, your inner voice is going to begin to echo. At first, it might be a little faint feeling, right? Or like a subtle pull towards one decision and away from another. But I want you to trust it. The more you trust it, the louder it will get. The more you act on your intuition, the more you then prove to yourself that you're safe in your own hands. Reclaiming your intuition is not a one time event, it's a daily devotion. It's the commitment to continually return to yourself, no matter how chaotic your career or the world around you becomes. Now, this deep internal connection, this is priestess energy. It's one of the most vital components of true elegance and power. Like, you can't truly be magnetic. You cannot be an effective leader if you hollow on the inside. You must have a rich, vibrant inner life. And so this is why the priestess is one of our four foundational pillars inside the House of Zokai Finishing Academy. Because the academy is not just about how you present yourself to the world. That's a huge part of it, sure. But it's also about who you are when nobody's watching. It's a comprehensive refinement system that's going to honor the whole woman. So we're going to work on your presence. We're going to build your power. But we also dive deeply into the priestess. So inside the academy, we teach you how to build a life of intention. We're going to guide you in creating those rituals that's going to anchor you, practices that clear the energetic noise, and then systems that allow you to really hear your own inner wisdom with absolute clarity. We help you rebuild that trust with yourself so that you never ever have to look outside for validation or direction again. If you're tired of feeling lost, if you're tired of, the constant noise, and if you're ready to come home to yourself, then we are waiting for you. And the link to join us is going to be in the description below. Listen, girl, you have all the answers you would ever need. They're written in your bones. You just got to get quiet enough so that you can read them. Okay? Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me today. Turn off your phone for a little while, sit in silence, listen to what your soul is really trying to tell you. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. Until then, protect your peace and really truly trust your inner voice. Okay? Ciao for now.